Holloway taking on Dustin for the third time and the final time. That body kick drained him. This right here was the game changer. All that energy goes in here, and where's this energy generated from? The hips. Now I want to see this version of Max Holloway against Arroyo Poirier. Max is Max is looking right here, dropping all that power into the opening right. Look at the ref. Ref like, you f***ing crazy, dog. And right there, beautiful right hand from Max. Shout out to Dustin Poirier. Enjoy retirement. It is much, much better on this side of the fence. What's going on, boys? Welcome back to the channel. And we have a banger void breakdown for you. Holloway taking on Dustin for the third time and the final time, because Dustin Poirier just retired after an amazing career in the UFC and in mixed martial arts. So if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and also hit the bell to know when we go live. So here we are right now. Dustin Poirier taking on Max Holloway at 155. Max Holloway is now at 155. This was Dustin's last fight. He said he didn't smoke or drink anything in his training camp, and you can see, you know, he's shredded going into his last fight against Max Holloway. Now the scorecard is 2-1, and when you look at the stats, 36, 5'9", 156, 155, 5'11". So Max does have this advantage and this advantage. He is younger, but you know, 3 years it's a lot. 3 years can be a lot, especially depending on the way your career has gone, right? They both are bangers. They've both been knocked out before. You know, Max just got knocked out. So, but I would say he has more wear and tear on his body just because how long he's been fighting for, and the guys he fought as well. But, you know, Max has the height advantage, but he does not have the reach advantage because Max did say he has T-Rex arms for his height. I think my reach might be bigger than Max's. It might. Okay, I'm going to start. We're starting off right off the rip. The body kicks was the biggest game changer in this fight. Now, if you guys go back and listen to Dustin Poirier when he did the UFC press conference, he says the crosses to my body, the twos to my body, which is the right hand to my body, didn't affect me. But this right here, and boys, as you guys know, this video is sponsored by Prize Picks. Prize Picks, the daily fantasy sports game we play directly from your phone. All I gotta do is go to your app store, download Prize Picks. When we do that, use my promo code MIGHTY. Now, you play $5, you're gonna get $50 in your lineup instantly. Just make sure you use my promo code MIGHTY, and that is gonna get you guys to the right place to make the picks at the best place, which is Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring this video. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed this breakdown. Was the game changer. This is why it's a free kick, right? Because Southpaw versus Orthodox, he throws it, it lands flush. He landed right on the hip in the lower floating rib. Dustin he guessed high, so he's up high. He didn't X block it down here. This lands, and Dustin, he has to eat it. His hands are busy. He can't do nothing. He can't throw a strike afterwards because he's busy blocking. All that energy goes in here, and where's this energy generated from? The hips. All that energy is generated through the hips, and all that energy goes right into that body. While Dustin's hands are busy, this bangs up the body, and it takes energy from his gas tank. This was the difference in the fight because Max would throw it, and it would stifle Dustin Poirier. That's what I always tell you guys. If it's Southpaw versus Orthodox, it's a free body kick. Now, if Dustin was a grappler and he caught this, he would have to eat it, and then it becomes a wrestling event. But Dustin doesn't do that. But this was the difference maker right here, this fucking body kick. I know you guys say DJ always harps about Southpaw versus Orthodox. Yes, because it is a game changer. Look at Paulo Costa versus Kopylov. That body kick drained him, right? And here's a different strike that Max did too. He went cross to the body. Dustin Poirier is very good about blocking up high, and he does kind of like this, the shell where he goes here. When you're like this, you can't really counter. But Dustin can. He's very fast, and he did do a lot of countering. But you know, hands are here. This is where Dustin kind of really does his countering. but Max did a good job of going to the body with the punches and to the head. And look, he's off. He's off alignment, and that power is going straight into the gut. So very good work from Max from always going off alignment from his opponent. Because right there, if I had to guess, yeah, southpaw position versus orthodox. Yeah, orthodox. Right there. He's stepping outside the real estate. So his power's lined up where Dustin has to turn a little bit in order to get anything to get off effectively. And the speed advantage of Max was there too. I felt maybe Dustin might have the power advantage. But it was, you know, Max landing a lot of good shots. They are looking each other down. The void. Right here. Once again, remember how I said he kind of does this? This arm comes across. Max was finding this shot. I think this was the first shot that dropped Dustin Poirier. But Max is very good. Right now, in this position, he can go up or he can go to the body. And that's what he was doing. He was either going 2 to the body or 2 up top. And he would do like 3 to 4 punch combination. Like bop, bop, bop. Or bop, bop, bop. Bop, 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 bop. He was doing punches and bunches. But great work from Max from, you know, choosing the body or the head. And he would always change his elevation into this part right here when he would decide. You can't tell. It all looked exactly the same. Whether he's going 2 to the body or 2 to the face. Great work from the producer. Great stills. Cool fucking shorts too, by the way. And there's another right hand from Max. Like, this is probably the best. A lot of people said, man, I want to see this version of Max Holloway against Arroyo de Poirier. You know, can Max take a lot more shots at 155 than he can at 145? Only time would tell. But looks like he's capitalizing on potentially Dustin Poirier throwing a kick, because it looks like Dustin Poirier is on one leg with his knee being up. So it looks like he's capitalizing on that. But Max was looking sharp last night. Absolutely sharp, especially with the counters. Right here. Finding that overhand right. That's the way Dustin likes to block. That right hand found its way in there. Max's elevation is lower. And he ate that too, man. I mean, he ate a lot of shots. And it's not like Dustin got a beating last night. Max also took a lot of big shots from Dustin as well. So it wasn't like Max got out unscathed. They both got dropped. They both got hurt in this fight. Man, there's a different angle of it, right? Max is Max is looking right here, dropping all that power into the overhand right, sneaking past that glove. That's the thing about MMA, man. Like they say, you know, Matt will always say, even though you can block like this, it's better to go out to the punch to meet it right there, because when you go like this, shit just sneaks through. But good shot from Max. And Dustin could eat a shot, man. He eats some shots and he gives some shots. Right here. So this is where he dropped Dustin, right? If you guys watch my breakdown, not my breakdown, if you watch my live commentary, right here, beautiful guard pass from Max Holloway. He's past the knee line. Now you can look to either go knee on belly, or you can start throwing strikes. He's got his hands on his hands, so he's in complete control. Dustin's feet are off the ground, so his hips are on the ground, but his feet are off the ground. So in order for Dustin to do anything, he's got to get his feet down and turn it this way in order to turn his hips this way, in order to face him and get out of control. But right here, beautiful guard pass from Max Holloway right here. Even though Max didn't go into grappling mode and like knee on belly, he's going to turtle, take the back, hooks in. Beautiful guard pass before throwing any strikes. So I was really happy he did that. Let's him back up. Now, this is a thing that I didn't like, just because Dustin is one of those guys, when he gets hurt, he gets back in. If you give him opportunity to get back in the fight, he gets another chance to shoot his shot, which is to knock you out. And when he did get the opportunity to shoot a shot again, he did have Max Holloway hurt and almost out of there. And I believe it was the second or third round. I'm not sure. And Max knows it. Max goes, hey, I got you. And Dustin's like, hey, you got me, but I'm here again. When it's here, when you're fighting Dustin, the fight is even. He's so good here. So good with these punches. Going left. You know, he's southpaw. He'll go left. Jab, jab, right. Jab, jab, boom. And then once he gets there, boom, 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 boom. He's so good at fighting inside here. This is a danger zone when it comes to Dustin. And Max Corner did a good job. Keep moving. Don't let him get that first punch off to get you where he wants you, and then he's going to unload. But right here, this is when Max lets Dustin back up to get another shot in the fight. Look at him. Look at the ref. Ref like, you fucking crazy, dog. And Dustin did a good job going to low kicks, which was a landing all the time. Every once in a while, you might see Max counter off this. But I want you guys to see something. You guys, you know, there was a couple eye pokes during the event when Max threw the body kick. But when you throw a kick, it's a natural progression to have your hands open. Boom. Boom. It's a natural thing. You don't throw kicks like this, right? Boom. You can throw it one, but you typically want to have your hand open because that's how you generate the power to get the kicks off, right? So just be mindful of that. When people kick, their hands are typically open. 9 out of 10 times their hands are open. In kickboxing and Muay Thai, their hands are open. You just can't see it because they have boxing gloves on. But beautiful kick from Dustin Poirier. He was landing that bad boy, and you know, I didn't think it gave Max a lot of trouble, but it was a thing that Dustin was throwing. Once again, look what we have here, boys. Another body kick. And look, that lands. Even though he blocked up, he blocked high, look what landed. It lands all the time. And that's a liver shot. Body kicks are one thing in mixed martial arts that's not utilized. And once again, Max is not a wrestler. Max is going to try to catch this and run a pipe. You know, if you throw this on Islam, it's going to be a different story because Islam's going to catch you. Throw it on Marab, Marab's going to catch it. You throw it on, you know, Pantoja, Pantoja's going to catch it. So you have to utilize this kick and this weapon in mixed martial arts depending on who you're fighting. And when you're fighting two strikers who like to keep their hands busy, you get their hands truly busy by defense. And look, Max has no choice but to defend, and he did a high X block. So he threw some body kicks, but Max was utilizing the body kick a lot more than Dustin. And once again, what generates this power? Oh, that's the eraser. The hips. And just so you guys know, the hips can generate a lot more force than the shoulders can. That's why body kicks are so fucking, they hurt and they're so unutilized because people just don't throw them a lot in mixed martial arts. It's not something you train to do. And right there, beautiful right hand from Max. I mean, look at that. Beautiful shot from Max. Landed flush on the nose and right on the eyeballs. Look, Dustin looking right at him. He goes, I can see through that shit. Hands are there too. Beautiful block. Beautiful shot from Max. And like I said, beautiful style of Dustin. Beautiful jab from Dustin landing flush on Max. Look at that reach of that jab. And can we take a second to appreciate this man's dedication of tanning, by the way? My God. It's a perfect blend. Perfect blend. But back on track. Beautiful shot from Dustin Poirier. Very beautiful shot. Beautiful jab from southpaw. He does a good job going from southpaw to orthodox. Like, I don't think there's anybody who does it better than he does when it comes to the straight boxing. Right here. Right here, boys. This is the finishing finishing touches of a fight. If Max, he threw a couple punches, grab those arms, push him down, slide up the knees, pinch your arms down, then you can arm bar, you can triangle choke. This is check right here. This should have been checkmate. But Dustin Poirier is so damn resilient, so damn tough, and he was able to survive this finishing move from Max. Like, Max had him in a lot of dangerous positions in this fight where Dustin only had him on skates. But like, if Max was to utilize his wrestling and his jiu-jitsu, I think his game will go so much further. So his hands and his knees, his clinch, and his kicks are such a high level, and the way he moves, if he starts wrestling, it takes your game to a different fucking level. Right there, and there's Dustin. Beautiful, beautiful left hand, because he's southpaw position right now. And so usually what Dustin would do, he'll hit this, come forward with that, and go jab, jab, right hand, then go jab, then jab, jab from southpaw, left hand. But that's what he does. This almost kind of looks like a looping left, but because the elbows, the way the hands are the glove landed, it's like this. So unless he's going like that, or he went like this, boom, like boom. But it's not outside the guard. So unless he got there before his hand got up, or it's a straight jab. And there's that traditional, that drop in right hook from Dustin. Beautiful stuff from Dustin. He typically does, you have your jab, he's southpaw, I mean, he goes back and forth. You have your jab, and then you have this, it's almost like a curved jab hook. It's like a shovel hook to the right. You have your shovel uppercut, which is like this, or you have your uppercut, but his is like boom, so it's boom. Beautiful. And he's ready to throw that left hand too. Right there. Like I said, Max didn't get out of this fight unscathed. He took a lot of damage as well. He took a lot of shots from Dustin. Dustin made sure he landed some beautiful shots on Max Holloway. Right here, once again, I said, when Dustin gets the opportunity to bang, he's going to have you. And this is traditional Dustin. He sent Conor with this thing. He sent Conor to the shadow realm. Conor waking up like this. D, don't come in here, okay? And this is where Max grabs the foot, shoots, gets Dustin down. But right here, this is a check. This is a check move right here. He's about to blast Max right here. Dustin's done this time and time again. Mike Brown sees it. Everybody in his corner sees it. Land that shot. But he doesn't land it. Max trips him up. Grabs that foot. Aljo's real good here too. And it wouldn't be a Dustin Poirier fight if he didn't jump the guillotine. And good job on and see, this one thing I respect about Dustin is that he goes for it. This is a finishing move. He's trying to finish the fight. If he loses this, then he's on his back. He's gonna get up, wrestle up, all that stuff. But he goes for it. Max recognizes it. Max hands on the ground. He's about to hand fight right here, which is very good. And Max is able to survive the infamous guillotine. Right here. And once again, Dustin was on top, landing some beautiful shots. You see Max trying to get the butterflies in, trying to go for something, but Dustin lands a beautiful elbow. Once again, Dustin has an amazing grappling background as well. Jiu-jitsu, I don't know if he's a black belt, but I think he's a brown belt. Pass guard, but a lot of guys tend on wanting to strike from here because the guy's hurt. But even if he's hurt, you pass guard, then you're in side control. Then you gotta do a lot of stuff. Traditional Max Holloway. That uppercut, that shovel uppercut coming up that guard of Dustin Poirier. Then he's going to do a right hand down the middle. That was seeing a lot of success when they were fighting. This combination right here. Bop, bop. And I want to give a shout out to the ref. This ref did a very good job refing this fight. He was there, very close, let both athletes fight out of bad positions. Good job, ref. I think a lot of refs don't get a lot of praises. when they do a good job, and he did a great job. And then there's again, he was doing a good job. He does this. He kind of ducks his head and throws this loop and right hand outside of Max's guard. Like I said, Max took some shots. You can see it on his face. He didn't walk out of that thing pretty. He walked out battered and bruised. They are exchanging. Looks like Max lands that check left hook. And he lands a straight. Right here again. The right hand. The right hand and the body kicks were the story of this fight. He kept landing that bad boy over and over and over again. Right there again. He's going off the angle. Behind the shoulder of Max Holloway. Excuse me, Max Holloway's going around the shoulder of Dustin Poirier. Look how pissed he looks. But when he's here, Dustin has two options. He can back up, which he typically did, or he has to turn and face Max while Max is going around the corner. Max is good about going around that corner all the time, because Max didn't really go from, he didn't really attack from southpaw, but he would go southpaw to get away from him, essentially. And once again, Dustin landing the shot. Right hand, typically he's gonna go jab, jab, left, 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 jab, left, left, right, 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 left. And right here, the last 10 seconds, hands down swinging in the middle of the cage off a 4-1 lead. He's definition of DMF. He gives people an opportunity to get back in the fight, and he did it. He slept one. Justin Gaethje went to sleep. He grabbed, which is, I would have done the same fucking thing. Or I would have got slept. I would have shot a double leg. He does it. They go off to a banger. Here we go right here. Look, you want some of this? All right, here we go. Look at this. I'm going to go back to... Oh, God damn it. Why is it doing like that? Oh, that's right. It's this one. Okay. Points down. The walk. Okay, watch this. Left hook. Forward to the body. That gets in. Right here. Watch this one. That's a fucking upper rib. Look at that. Look at the fucking technique. Hits that 3-piece. Ducks down. Goes again. Uppercut. He throws. That one kind of misses because he's turning into it. So that one misses for Dustin. Okay. Throws. Dustin backs out. Max is like, give me more of the manas in me. Misses that. Max misses that. He might have landed that one. Okay. Another one. That one landed. That's a hard shot. Look at fucking Hulk right there, baby. That lands. Right? Another jab. Another hit. Another. Max is just too fucking fast. Just unloaded, man. And I think it's smart that Dustin grabbed him. Defends. This is one of my favorite trips to do when I spar. Bring this foot here. Muay Thai sweep. Get some. He hit me with a few shots, and I said, okay, we're going to wrestle a little bit. Yeah, man. I mean, those shots that he landed, they fucking hurt. And he was going full board. Like, the fact that Max has the energy to do that after 5 rounds of fighting. Yeah, bruh. And nothing but respect. And I have nothing but respect for both these athletes, right? When I do all my breakdowns, I try to come from an unbiased thing. I do like Max. I do like Dustin. I spent time with both these guys. I spent more time with Max and his family and our kids. You know, they played together. So, and I've seen Rush kind of grow up. But nothing but respect for these guys. And they're both showing love for one each other. I mean, they fought 3 times. So they spent almost 55 minutes together. And let's take a look at the strikes, boys. Dustin Poirier, 198 to 109, 52 to 42. No takedowns, just one. One attempt from Dustin Poirier, which is very blurred to me. I don't remember Dustin shooting a takedown, but They said he shot for a takedown and he missed it. But I had a 3-2. This one can be disputed, but I think this one too. I think 49. I think 3-2 was how I had it. So I think this will be it right here. But great fight between these guys. Great fight. The Diamond versus the Blessed. All right, here we go. And here's some of the guys, you know, praising Dustin Poirier. Congrats on an awesome career, Dustin. It's been a great sharing this journey with you. Thank you for all the good times and everything you brought to the team. Enjoy retirement. You've more than earned it. Absolutely. Johnny Meat. Congratulations on an amazing career, Dustin. Thank you for the years of entertainment. Now go enjoy your retirement. Yep. Makachev. Congrats, Dustin. You're truly one of the greatest to ever step in the cage. It was an honor and privilege to share with you. And then Max, it was an honor to share the octagon not once, twice, but 3 times with this man. Thank you, Dustin, for a warrior in the cage and even a greater person out of it. The sport is going to miss you. Enjoy your retirement. Paid in full. Diamonds are forever. I agree, man. I mean, Dustin he's done it all, right? The only thing people will say is that he was never an undisputed champion. But there's been a lot of great athletes in mixed martial arts who never become the undisputed champion in the UFC. But he was the interim champion. He's had a lot of great fights. Right here. Now, let's turn the page. Arroyo Poirier versus Max Holloway. Now, if you guys haven't heard the Mighty Guru podcast, go back and watch that. I think that Max should fight somebody else before fighting Arroyo Poirier. There is business here. There is something to be said here. But Guru is right. Is this a lineal belt? When is this belt on the line? You know, because when you look at who is the baddest motherfucker between these two, you would have to go Arroyo Poirier because Arroyo Poirier has done something to Max that nobody's ever done to Max, which is put Max to sleep. Well, not comatose, but he has knocked him out. But I would love to see it 155. I just want Max to get one more. And there's Little Wayne embracing Dustin Poirier after the fight. Shout out to Young Weezy. Young Weezy, baby. And there's Max Holloway getting his hand raised. Because I thought he won that fight. It was probably closer than a lot of people thought, but I had a 3-2. I had, you know, Max had him mounted. Max had him hurt multiple times. Even though Dustin had him hurt, I didn't see a lot of grappling positions, dominant positions, and the body kicks that Max was landing on Dustin. I felt Max won the fight. I think the judges got that one right. All right, and there we have it, boys. There's Max Holloway getting his hand raised. I thought he won this fight 3-2. I'm excited to see what he does next at 155. I feel like that's more of his natural weight class. And shout out to Dustin Poirier. Enjoy retirement. It is much, much better on this side of the fence. Let me tell you, brother, you're going to find out so much stuff that you've been missing with your family. I got to coach my children's football league, and that's something I would not be able to do if I was still fighting to this day. So enjoy retirement. If you guys enjoyed this breakdown, please leave a like, subscribe, but also hit the bell to go live. And I hope you enjoyed this breakdown and the Mighty Guru podcast. Peace.